The shadow. As a photographer with a passion for the unexplored, I embarked on a solo journey to capture the essence of remote landscapes. Little did I know, my lens would soon capture more than just scenic vistas. In my travels, I stumbled upon an abandoned village nestled deep within the forest. Eager to document its eerie beauty, I set up my camera and began snapping photos. But as the shutter clicked, I sensed a presence watching me from the shadows. Strange occurrences plagued my stay in the village, disembodied whispers, cold drafts, and inexplicable shadows that seemed to move of their own accord. Despite my unease, I remained determined to capture the essence of the supernatural. Venturing further into the forest, I encountered a darkness that seemed to swallow the light. My camera captured fleeting glimpses of ghostly figures among the trees, their silent screams echoing through the night. At the heart of the forest stood a decrepit mansion, its windows shattered and ivy creeping up its walls. Intrigued by its haunting beauty, I ventured inside, camera in hand. But as I explored its abandoned halls, I felt a chill run down my spine. Within the mansion's walls, I encountered apparitions of the past, spectral figures frozen in time, their eyes filled with sorrow and longing. With each photograph, I felt their presence grow stronger, reaching out from beyond the grave. Determined to uncover the truth, I delved deeper into the mansion's history, uncovering tales of tragedy and despair. Armed with my camera and a thirst for knowledge, I conducted a paranormal investigation, hoping to capture evidence of the supernatural. As night fell, the mansion came alive with a malevolent energy that seemed to seep from its very walls. Shadows danced in the corners of my vision, and I felt a sense of dread wash over me. It was clear that something sinister lurked within the mansion's depths. In the darkness, I came face to face with the entity that haunted the mansion, a malevolent spirit consumed by rage and despair. With trembling hands, I raised my camera, determined to capture its essence on film. A fierce battle ensued as I struggled to maintain control of my camera, the spirit's power threatening to overwhelm me. With each click of the shutter, I felt its rage intensify, until I feared I would be consumed by its darkness. With a final burst of strength, I broke free from the spirit's grasp and fled the mansion, my camera clutched tightly in my hands. As I emerged into the light of day, I knew that I had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. Haunted by my experience, I struggled to make sense of the supernatural forces at play. But the more I delved into the mysteries of the mansion, the more I realized that some secrets were better left buried. As the days passed, I found myself consumed by paranoia and fear, unable to shake the feeling that I was being watched. Shadows seemed to lurk around every corner, and I questioned my sanity as the lines between reality and nightmare blurred. In a moment of clarity, I uncovered the truth behind the mansion's haunting, a curse born of betrayal and greed that had bound the spirits of the past to its halls. It seemed that my presence had awakened something far more sinister than I could have ever imagined. Armed with the knowledge of the curse, I raced against time to break its hold on the mansion and free the trapped spirits. With each passing moment, the darkness threatened to consume me, but I refused to back down, knowing that the fate of the souls within the mansion's walls depended on my success. With the help of an ancient tome discovered within the mansion, I prepared to perform a ritual to banish the curse once and for all. With trembling hands, I followed the instructions, hoping against hope that it would be enough to save us all. As the ritual reached its climax, I faced the spirit of the mansion in a showdown. With every ounce of strength I possessed, I fought against its dark power, determined to break the curse and free the trapped souls. In the end, it was a sacrifice that saved us all, a sacrifice of love and courage that broke the curse and freed the spirits from their eternal torment. As the darkness lifted, I felt a sense of peace wash over me, knowing that I had finally brought closure to the haunted mansion. As I emerged from the forest, I knew that my journey was far from over. Though the shadows of the past would always linger, I faced the future with a sense of hope and optimism, ready to embrace whatever adventures lay ahead. In the end, the mansion stood silent and empty, its haunted halls now free from the curse that had bound them for so long. Though its dark history would never be forgotten, it would serve as a reminder of the power of love and redemption to overcome even the most insidious of evils. As I walked away, I knew that my photographs would tell the tale of our harrowing journey for generations to come. The souls. My journey began with a desire to capture the world's unseen beauty through my lens. Armed with my camera and a sense of wanderlust, I set out to explore remote corners of the globe, never imagining the horrors that awaited me. In a remote village nestled deep in the mountains, I stumbled upon whispers of a ghostly presence haunting the nearby forests. Intrigued, I ventured into the wilderness, my camera at the ready, eager to uncover the truth behind the legends. As dusk descended, the forest came alive with strange noises and shadowy figures flitting between the trees. A chill crept up my spine as I realized I was not alone. With trembling hands, I raised my camera, capturing glimpses of spectral forms lurking in the darkness. Back in the village, I developed the photographs, expecting to find mere anomalies of light and shadow. To my horror, the images revealed ghostly apparitions staring back at me, their hollow eyes filled with malice. It was as if the spirits had been waiting for me to uncover their secrets. Haunted by the images, I continued my journey, each destination revealing more paranormal activity than the last. From abandoned asylums to forgotten graveyards, my camera captured evidence of the supernatural, leaving me questioning the boundaries between reality and nightmare. In a secluded forest, I encountered a malevolent presence, unlike anything I had ever experienced. Shadows danced around me, whispering promises of doom, and a sense of dread weighed heavy on my soul. I knew then that I had stumbled upon something far more sinister than mere ghosts. Researching the area's history, I uncovered tales of an ancient curse that had plagued the land for centuries. It seemed the spirits of the past were trapped in a cycle of suffering, their anger and sorrow fueling the darkness that threatened to consume us all. My journey led me to an abandoned mansion, its decaying walls a testament to the horrors that had unfolded within. Armed with my camera, I ventured inside, the air thick with the stench of decay and despair. Within the mansion's walls, I encountered the restless spirits of its former inhabitants, tortured souls doomed to wander the halls for eternity. Their anguished cries echoed through the empty rooms, driving me to the brink of madness. Determined to uncover the truth, I conducted a paranormal investigation, setting up cameras and EVP recorders throughout the mansion. As I reviewed the footage, I witnessed terrifying manifestations of the supernatural, each one more chilling than the last. In the dead of night, I came face to face with a malevolent entity that lurked within the mansion's depths. Its presence filled me with a sense of dread, and I knew that I was in grave danger. With nowhere to run, I prepared to confront the darkness head-on. A fierce battle ensued as I fought against the entity with all the strength I could muster. Shadows twisted and writhed around me, and the very walls of the mansion seemed to pulse with dark energy. With each passing moment, I felt myself being pulled deeper into the abyss. In a moment of clarity, I realized that the key to defeating the entity lay within myself. Drawing on my courage and determination, I unleashed a burst of energy that banished the darkness from the mansion once and for all. With a sense of relief, I watched as the malevolent entity dissolved into the ether, its hold on the mansion broken at last. With the darkness vanquished, I emerged from the mansion a changed person, forever marked by the horrors I had witnessed. Though scars remained, I knew that I had triumphed over the darkness that had threatened to consume me. With each step forward, I embraced the light that had guided me through the darkness, determined to live my life with purpose and meaning. As I looked back on my journey, I realized that the greatest lessons are often learned in the darkest of times. Though the road had been long and treacherous, it had led me to a place of understanding and enlightenment I never could have imagined. With each passing day, I grew stronger and more resilient, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome even the greatest of challenges. Though the shadows of the past would always linger, I refused to let them define me. Instead, I embraced the light that had guided me through the darkness, determined to live my life with courage and compassion. As I continued my journey, I carried with me the memories of those who had lost their lives to the darkness, vowing to honor their memory by spreading hope and positivity wherever I went. With the darkness behind me, I stepped forward into a future filled with promise and possibility. Though challenges lay ahead, I faced them with a sense of optimism and determination, knowing that the lessons I had learned would guide me through even the darkest of times. As I looked out upon the world with renewed hope, I knew that my journey was far from over. As I ventured into new territories, I felt a sense of purpose and fulfillment wash over me. With each photograph I captured, I sought to capture the beauty and wonder of the world around me, knowing that even in the darkest of places, light could always be found. As I shared my experiences with others, I hoped to inspire them to embrace the light within themselves, knowing that together, we could overcome even the greatest of obstacles. Though my journey had taken me to the edge of darkness and back again, I knew that the quest for knowledge and understanding would never truly end. With each new adventure, I sought to uncover the mysteries of the universe, knowing that even in the face of uncertainty, there was always hope. As I continued to explore the world around me, I vowed to never give up on the search for truth and enlightenment, knowing that the greatest discoveries were still waiting to be made. As I looked back on my journey, I realized that the true beauty of life lay not in the destination, but in the journey itself. Though the road had been long and fraught with danger, it had led me to a place of wisdom and understanding I never could have imagined. With each new adventure, I embraced the unknown, knowing that even in the darkest of times, there was always light. And as I pressed forward into the unknown, I knew that the greatest adventure of all was still waiting to be discovered. The village. As a freelance photographer, I craved adventure and sought the perfect shot wherever it may lie. When an assignment led me to a remote village nestled in the mountains, I anticipated capturing the beauty of its landscapes. Little did I know, my lens would soon focus on the supernatural. Upon arrival, an eerie atmosphere greeted me, shrouded in mist and mystery. The locals spoke in hushed tones of the village's cursed history, warning me to tread cautiously. Ignoring their superstitions, I set out to capture the essence of the village. With my camera in hand, I roamed the village streets, drawn to the ancient buildings and crumbling ruins. But beneath the facade of rustic charm lurked a palpable sense of unease, as if unseen eyes watched my every move. As night fell, the village transformed into a realm of darkness and dread. Strange whispers echoed through the narrow alleyways, and shadows danced along the walls. Fear gripped my heart, but curiosity urged me to delve deeper into the mysteries that lay hidden within. In the dead of night, I witnessed a spectral figure gliding through the mist, its form ethereal and elusive. Shocked and intrigued, I followed, my camera ready to capture evidence of the supernatural. But as quickly as it appeared, the apparition vanished into the darkness, leaving me alone in my disbelief. Undeterred by fear, I embarked on a quest to document the village's haunted history. Strange orbs appeared in my photographs, and EVP recordings captured chilling whispers from beyond the grave. The supernatural veil that cloaked the village grew thicker with each passing moment. Through research and interviews, I uncovered the village's dark past, a tragic tale of betrayal and bloodshed that stained its soil. It seemed the spirits of the past still lingered, bound by unfinished business and eternal sorrow. Haunted by curiosity, I explored the village's landmarks, abandoned churches, decrepit mansions, and ancient burial grounds. Each location held echoes of the past, their walls echoing with the anguished cries of the departed. Armed with my camera and a thirst for truth, I conducted a paranormal investigation into the village's most haunted sites. With fellow enthusiasts by my side, we braved the darkness in search of evidence of the supernatural. But as the night wore on, we realized we were not alone. A malevolent force made itself known, its icy touch sending shivers down our spines. Shadows writhed and twisted around us, and an overwhelming sense of dread filled the air. It was clear that we had trespassed into a realm beyond our understanding, and the spirits were not pleased. As the intensity of the paranormal activity escalated, I began to feel a connection to the spirits that haunted the village. Visions of the past flooded my mind, and I became obsessed with capturing their suffering through my lens. But with each photograph, I felt a piece of my soul slip away, consumed by the darkness that surrounded me. Desperate to break free from the village's grasp, I searched for a way to lift the curse that bound me to its haunted confines. With each passing moment, the darkness threatened to engulf me, and I knew that my time was running out. With the help of a local shaman, I prepared to perform a ritual to banish the spirits and free myself from their influence. As the incantations echoed through the night, I felt a surge of power coursing through me, and the air crackled with energy. In the heart of the village, I faced the source of the supernatural phenomena, a vengeful spirit consumed by rage and sorrow. With determination and courage, I confronted the entity, knowing that my fate hung in the balance. A fierce battle ensued as I fought against the malevolent force that sought to claim my soul. Shadows twisted and writhed around me, and the very earth trembled beneath my feet. But with the power of the ritual coursing through me, I refused to back down. With a final burst of strength, I unleashed the power of the ritual, shattering the curse that bound me to the village. Light pierced through the darkness, and I felt the spirits hold on me weaken until they were no more. Exhausted but victorious, I emerged from the village's shadowy embrace, forever changed by my harrowing ordeal. Though scars remained, I knew that I had triumphed over the darkness that had threatened to consume me. As I left the village behind, I carried with me the memories of my journey into the unknown, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable terror. Though the shadows of the past would always linger, I faced the future with hope and determination, ready to embrace whatever adventures lay ahead. In the end, the village stood silent and empty, its haunted streets now free from the curse that had plagued them for centuries. Though its dark history would never be forgotten, it would serve as a warning to all who dared to tread its haunted paths. As I looked back on my photographs of the village, I knew that they would serve as a reminder of the horrors I had witnessed, and the strength I had found within myself to overcome them. Though the journey had been perilous, it had led me to a place of understanding and enlightenment I never could have imagined. As I walked away, I knew that my story would live on as a testament to the power of courage and determination in the face of darkness.